TikTok or on YouTube or on Twitch, Facebook, all of you different platforms. Thank you for being here. Um, very cold, very cold. I was just trying to get everything together when it comes to the stock market and crypto markets, just to look at my assets. This will be the first time that I'm looking at my assets this morning. Um, but how are you guys doing today? Let me make sure everything's okay before we jump into this. Switch counts here. Football. Let's see. Let's go to live. We got 18 people here right now. 2 likes. Thank you guys for being here. Um, it isn't Mr. Platypus. Yeah, that's me. 21 people here, 2 likes. Make sure you guys hit the like button as soon as you get in here. It does help out the channel. What's up? You like Cardano? I do like Cardano. I have about 600 Cardano, and Cardano is probably going to be one that I want to hold about 1,000, stake it, and let it grow in price, and also let it grow in interest that I would be gaining. So whenever they make it available to stake on Coinbase, I will be hyped to move that to Coinbase because I have it in Coinbase Pro right now, just for buying, and hopefully I can limit the fees that I would have on it. But I do like Cardano as a whole. I do like the use case to it as well. The only issue that I have with it is that most people are treating it as if they just care about the price growing rather than the interest that they can gain from positions. Whenever you can have a position that you can stake, it's great to have that position. So for you to just for people to just be excited about the growth in the price, I really am excited about the growth in the price, but it's not the only thing that I'm in it for. I'm in it for a lot more than that. But let me go ahead and change this. I changed it. There we go. Yeah, I changed it. Okay. You change this real quick just so I can see what's going on YouTube. Yo, what's going on, Matt? Good morning. A salute to everybody in the chat. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, bro. Matt, can you make sure you what? Can you make sure you what? Gang holding 36 million at 0.000007. That's amazing. You're obviously up quite a bit, so that's good. Good morning, boss. Good morning, Jesse. All good in NY. BBB. Yes, Bed Bath and Beyond will be interesting. It was interesting yesterday. I didn't take a look at it this morning. I didn't really look at a lot of things in the stock market this morning. I was just browsing through to see what AMC and GME are doing. But you could see that Bed Bath and Beyond is up about 55%, got all the way up to $31.99. So that's a huge increase from where they closed at $16.75. So if anybody had any options plays, I'd say I understand it has potential to grow, but you can probably settle your options if you want. You can sell your options and capture that money, because that'll probably be, if you have one, it'll be somewhere around what, 16. If it got up to this point, it'd be somewhere around 15, 16 $100. What do you think about Serrano Therapeutics? Is it a cryptocurrency, or if you have like a ticker symbol or a coin symbol, let me know what that is and I'll look at it. Shorts covered. That's why. The shorts covered? I thought they had some really, really good news. I did have some great news there. I don't know if the shorts covered. Let's go to Vortex. First, let me bring up all my other platforms so I know what questions are coming up on other platforms. And Facebook. Why do you have a what? I don't know what you're talking about. A microphone? Why do I have a microphone? I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, and I'm on Facebook. So I I stream on those platforms, and that's why I have a microphone. So here it's not um, projecting on the microphone. I don't think that's the right word, but that's the reason why I have a microphone. First, I thought that was like a nail or something. My message must have been deleted because I had vanity in it. I said, "Don't let apes get themselves if we move today." Yeah, I. What do you think about farm? I like farm. I still hold my farm coin. Currently, let's look at my position. So let's look at my assets really quick because this is the first time looking at them. Right now, my Coinbase or my interest building account, interest earning account is at 6,500, somewhere around the same where it was previously. We do see that Tezos increased, Cosmos decreased, while Algorand did increase from 186 up to 195. I do have Ethereum that broke 4,500. And right now I'm above $200 in Ethereum, but I would imagine I'm gaining a little bit from it, gaining 33 cents in total, $19 from Algorand and Cosmos. Let's look at farm though, because you asked about farm. Go to my portfolio. You can see that my account is at $22,110. Farmcoin is currently at $157.53. I probably could have looked at this at regular Coinbase, but I just wanted to look at my account to see how things are moving. Anchor is down 6% today. You can see Polymath is down about 0.09%. Litecoin is still it's up a little bit, but Farmcoin, I really like Farmcoin because of the potential that it has. The potential in Farmcoin, you think, okay, we'll get into that. The potential for Farmcoin is so high because of the low circulating supply. And I've said this multiple times that circulating supply means so much, right? You're only seeing $17 million worth of transactions worth of volume, right? Buying and selling and moving money and all that stuff. The market cap is only at 100 million. So seeing how that gets to somewhere around average, around a billion, you could see this up in that level, of, what 10x where this is. So it would be $1,500, $1,570. And all you need to see is a bunch of different things happen, which sounds more complicated. But you need to basically see people hold for a little bit longer, which I understand that people can stake it, can hold it, and gain some sort of interest from it on certain platforms. Popularity needs to increase. Right now, it's at 107. That needs to get up there, and I think it will as you start to see more and more people get heavy into altcoins. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see a farm coin run. You're going to see a lot of different positions that have a low circulating supply run. So, yeah, I really like Farmcoin. I will hold on to my 27 coins for a while, and if it does go down to a level, I'm hoping and I'm praying that it does go down to this level of $48 because no matter what, history will repeat itself here, and you'll see whether it will repeat itself down to $100 or repeat itself down to $40 or $50. I can say that it will repeat itself in growing. And we've seen an improvement pretty much. We've seen it at 410. We've seen it up to basically 350. It increased to 450 or 438 here. And it will repeat itself to where it will break 500. And I want it to get down to $50 before it ends up breaking to 500. So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see all this. If you can't watch on YouTube, then I'm sorry because I just over explained that. While looking at something that you can't see. You think Shiba is dead? I don't think Shiba is dead. I think Shiba, right, when you see a large increase, you're going to see a little bit of a pullback. One, you had Coinbase that was down at that time. You have the increased supply, so people are not. And I understand that it's supposed to be an error. but you have that increased supply that people are not comfortable with because it's still there. You know what I mean? Like it's something that was supposed to be an error, but it's still showing 549 trillion. And I haven't seen any detail on it. So if you let me know on YouTube, on Twitch, on any other platform, what's going on with that, if you have any articles that we can bring up, and definitely, look into that. But I don't see, I don't see any positive out of that until we see this switch back to the normal circulating supply. So with the speculation around what actually happened there, that's basically what you're seeing kind of drive this. You're seeing the decreased volume from where it was previously. The increased volume from yesterday, last 24 hours, is around 5.3 billion instead of 4.4 billion. But instead of seeing 44, or it was at 44 billion, it was like 44 billion like 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So we're seeing a decrease in volume, and that's understandable to see a little bit of a drop from those levels. But you'll see fluctuation. That's how the market runs. We have 100 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Get that up to 100 likes. 100 people, 100 likes. That would be great. What caused the AMC movement last night? I'm not 100% sure what caused the AMC movement last night. I was trying to check into it, but it definitely was making a decent move up to what, $43? Yeah, $43 last night, and now it's currently at $40. But still, making that move up to $43 and almost 70 cents was a phenomenal move. And seeing that decrease, understand that. Sorry, this is hedgy land. This whole entire thing is hedgy land. So whatever movement probably did happen, you see some buying that's going in with regular people, right? The normal people that can trade in the after hours market. However, we don't have the same liquidity that hedge funds and big money does have. They don't have the same limitations that we do. So they can end up doing whatever they want, covering if they wanted to. I don't think that's the case. But you definitely saw that massive movement, and I wanted to figure out why that happened, but I couldn't really figure it out. So I'm not going to lie about it and say this is what it is, but still trying to work through that. Morning, everyone. What do you think about SRNE? Is it a crypto or is it okay? The stock. Currently up about 0.2. Hopefully this is what you're looking at, and it's not a cryptocurrency, because you have to let me know whether it's a crypto coin or if it's in the stock market. Got into AMC at $7, sold at 60. Well, that's good. You made a move. Like I'm not gonna say that it's bad that you you sold at 60. You can do whatever you want with your money. There's a lot of people that don't make the right moves. I just recorded a video on some of the biggest Wall Street losses, Wall Street bets losses. And I think that it's a reaction video. So if you guys want to check out my reaction channel, go and search Matt Reacts on YouTube and you'll find it. If you're not subscribed to it, go ahead and subscribe. It does help me out. But I recorded a video on that. And a lot of people don't know when to accept either losses or accept their gains, because they'll get a massive amount of movement and they won't accept it, right? And it got to a point to where you saw $5 million and you wouldn't accept that. If you get to $5 million and you don't accept $5 million, what will you accept, right? So it's good to see that someone's taking their gains, and hopefully you put it into some other areas. Hopefully you found a way to diversify. Maybe you put it back into AMC, when it got to a low point of, 28 or 29 or whatever. And maybe you put it into GME. Maybe you put it into other positions that are out there, maybe into some options plays. Opinion on energy transfer. I'll have to look in to that a little bit. Just hold up. So hopefully this is that position that you wanted me to look at here, SRNE. This is up about 0.3%. It was down 1.5% yesterday. Let's look at a 10,000 foot view because it's not showing me a solid day trade out of it. And if you're looking for a long term, I don't ever look out that long when it comes to positions. When it comes to stock positions, crypto positions, I look out long term. But stock positions, I'm not really looking out that long. Right now, if you're looking at some of these lows, it's closer to this low than it is some of the highs. So it has a lot of retest points in the near future. However, it's not a guarantee that it will come back. It's just usually you'll see history repeat itself. So what you're seeing here at that high of $11.33, not saying that it will get there, but you have so many different areas to where you can see that grow. And you right now you're on that upward movement, that upward trajectory from this bounce of 313, 314 where it was previously. And that's a great thing to see, because back in May, having that low and seeing it bounce off that low is showing a solid support line. And you are increasing, creating higher highs and higher lows. So this could be a movement on the way up. And you could see this retest some of these areas of 7, maybe 8, maybe 9, whatever it is. But you definitely want to pick your profit target if you're going to make a solid swing trade out of it, because it does look like something that's set up to where right now you would be closer to the low than you are the high. But obviously, it would have been great to make a move in here and see that continue to grow. Sometimes I can't speak, but it's okay. Let's see. Let's scroll down. So at 20 minutes, I'm going to close it up for members only. So if you guys want to chat, just become a member. And a membership, I think it's like $1. It's cheap. Just to, limit the amount of comments that come in so that I can read all the comments, respond to all the comments. Yes, please don't be disrespectful. The content created, you've been warned. Thank you, Ryan, for moderating. I appreciate it. What platform can I buy XRP coin on? I believe you can buy it on crypto.com. You can buy it on, I think, Webull, right? But if you're looking for actual like platforms, like coin platforms or cryptocurrency platforms, exchanges, you're probably going to want to go with, like, I think crypto.com. I think you can do it on gate.io. I'm not certain though. I know you can't do it on Coinbase. Where do you check your crypto for live streams? Where do I check my crypto? Where is, like, this platform? This is Coinbase Pro. So I look at Coinbase Pro and I also look at Coinbase. I know they have fees involved in both of those, and some don't, like Robinhood, and people look at that and they go, oh, you know what? It's free. But you don't actually own the crypto. It's just not as solid. You also can't stake on on those platforms. It's just better to do it in these platforms where, even though they don't give you even though they don't give you, like, profit to loss information, or they don't give you gains and losses, I guess. You're basically looking at what it's up on the day, but the total gain or loss in your position, you don't see that. I hope that they add that sometime in the near future, because it pisses me off not knowing exactly where I am. I can basically have a roundabout number to where I invested, but I want to be able to report to a lot of people, this is what my gains and losses are, especially people in the Discord group. I don't want to just show what's going on here. I'm in the position for the day. I want to look at my gains and losses and see how much I'm up over the year. Carl here. Daisy's over here. Carl's not here. Thoughts on Sandbox crypto? I don't know what that is. Upgrade that cam? My camera? My camera is a 4K camera. I don't know. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about here. Let me go ahead and go to Sandbox. Quick sleeping crypto. That's That's I cannot see that. That is flying under the radar, and move big is I really can't see any of those comments. It's so tough to see TikTok comments. They need to fix that. Like make it darker, make the text just a little bit bigger because I can't see anything, especially with this light directly in my face. What am I looking for here? Oh, I'm going to certain crypto. Let me go to coin market cap. Someone said Sandbox. Is this the position? Sandbox crypto currently at $3.16. Has about 892 million sand out there. The total supply is 3 billion. So that's definitely higher. If you look at something when like this is around that average of the market cap. When you see an average being at closer to that 1 to 10 billion, somewhere in that mark, this is closer to the closer to the bottom of that average. So it definitely has some room to grow unless some more coins are introduced. But right now at $3.12, I don't know. It just seems for me a little bit high based on what the circulating supply is, and you can see the movement. If you're a person that wants to get into this now, I feel like you might be a little too late. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you, oh, this is the most amazing position, chase it and do all that. You might be a little bit too late. It's definitely made a huge move already, and the only thing you're gonna see is nothing but destruction. No, it might hold at those levels, but I don't think you're going to see like a crazy massive gain that you would hope for within this position. So that's just my opinion. If you are in it and you have a large gain, it doesn't hurt to accept certain pieces of it. You don't need to sell everything. You just basically take out a certain portion of it, leave some in there if you feel comfortable with where that's going to go, and then go on about your day. Don't you actually own a Shiba Inu? Yes, I do. Yeah, her name's Emmy. And she's down here. Emmy. Emmy, come here. Sorry, I woke you up. I woke her up. I'm sorry. I actually own a Shiba. That full screen? Hopefully that's full screen. There we go. Emmy. All right, perfect. Yep, now I got dog hair all over me. Let's see. Go back to this. Sorry, I'm coughing up a storm. That's just how it goes. What other platforms are you streaming on? I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. And I'm on Facebook for friends and stuff. So no like people outside of Facebook come into my Facebook. That's just it doesn't roll like that. But Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, I guess, are the public platforms. I really have to cough. It just happens because I don't talk a lot before I go live. Like I'll do a couple of videos and stuff. Like I recorded this video, like I said earlier today. If you guys want to check out my channel, my other channel, I'll bring it up on the screen. Anybody that wants to check out my Matt Reacts channel, helps me out, helps you out, helps everybody out. But yeah, this is the channel. If you guys want to check it out, Matt Reacts is at 1.2k subscribers, and I just uploaded a video. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, 21 hours ago, on the Squid Game token. That was interesting. And if you want to subscribe to my main channel, you can definitely subscribe to that. Just search Matthew Perry on YouTube, and my channel should pop up. Also, the guy from Friends will probably pop up, but definitely check that out. Approaching 130,000 subscribers on my main channel. So I appreciate anybody that's here. Anybody that has subscribed in the past, day or hours or whatever. I wish I had some sort of an alert that would tell me who subscribes and all of that. No, I did a video on, wait, what? I did a video on Squid Coin, if that's what you're talking about. I don't know. Doge Shib turned 16 the other day. Really? I'm hoping that Emmy lives that long, but I'm not sure. I don't know. You never know. I don't want to think about that. Get some water. I have water. Water. Matt only drinks water. Yes. Yes, that's all I drink. You guys are funny. Anybody on Twitch? All right, we got 3 people on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not sure if anybody is on YouTube, or sorry, not YouTube, Facebook. All right, let's check out the market. I think they have a thing called I like this. I brought it up on my phone and I really liked it. So I'm gonna probably use it as a whoops, did it the wrong way. As a way of looking at like crypto positions. It's crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles. I saw this and it's just awesome. I don't know why. I don't know why I like it so much. You basically can see everything that is up in the past week or so, but I wanted to really look at this. You can actually see things by market cap. The Ethereum has some of the biggest market cap there. It's up 6.8%. Ethereum up 13% on the market cap. Sol, that actually has a pretty big bubble. And then you see all of these small little bubbles there. I really like how this looks. And what we can look at, I think you can see a list of like how they move. You can do it based on the hour, I think. Okay. You can do it based on the hour, see what moves were big based on the hour. I think there's a way of switching it up to see the different bubbles there, but I want to I want to work through that to see what's going on there. But something like Sandbox is up a hell of a lot, just like we were just talking about, up 200, and on the week it's up 294%. On the day it's up 10%. On the month it's up 264%. It's up quite a bit. Mania as well, that's up 272%. On the day it's down 8%. I really like how this looks, how this feels. Oh, just, and it gives you, I guess, all of the areas to where you can like buy it. Like if I go to Sand, I think it gives me, maybe not. It just brings up the certain platforms, trade on KuCoin. Maybe it has a partnership, trade on Binance, something. SafeMoon actually is up 37%. Pretty good. I haven't even checked my SafeMoon in a while. I should probably check that. All right. I'm watching on MySpace. What are you talking about? Hey Matt, any thoughts on BitRise? Just picked up a bunch of it a few days ago. Did you pick it up at a certain level? Has it risen? Oh, that's a search bar. Has it risen a crazy amount? So currently this has 428 trillion. So the issue that I have with these, I understand they can move And as long as they gain popularity, it'll be really good. Currently, the market cap is at 159 million, which is nothing, compared to some of these higher market cap. As long as you can see some growth in this position. The problem that I'm seeing here is the volume is down 45%. I don't know what this position has to offer, but you can see that it only offers it on PancakeSwap and two other platforms here. If you don't have enough platforms with it, I understand you want to get in early on something that could be moving a heck of a lot, but down 45% in volume in the last 24 hours is not a good sign. But seeing, the growth in it, let's look at over the last, let's see the overview of it. Let's see if it's gotten it to any highs, if it is at any highs right now. So the highest point it's been at back in August 8th. Yes. What was this point? 0.000004 cents. And then it got all the way down to these low levels here, increasing a little bit. So it does have a slight bit of potential, but right now it's pretty much at a very high point compared to the past months. Now, hopefully you put a small amount in there, not a lot, because it could make a move, it could rise. But the problem that you're dealing with is this is a very speculative play, especially with the volume decreasing and not seeing and it be putting on different platforms. If it's put on another platform, then you could see this grow because you'll see the volume increase, but you're not going to see the volume increase if you only have 3 platforms to trade on. So again, has some sort of potential. I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. I wouldn't say, hey, just put $1,000 in there. I would say you probably put like $50 and then see what that can be. And I understand $50 doubling or tripling or quadrupling will be nothing compared to you putting in 1,000 and that quadrupling. Then you're like, oh, well, that's great. But if you lose $1,000 on one of these plays, now if $1,000 is like your 100 or like someone else's $100, then it makes sense to make that play because it's money that that's more like, I guess, pocket money for you, right? It's something that you would put aside for a very like risky investment, and this is one of those things. But I wouldn't make that play. There's not enough platforms here to see the volume increase. That's just my opinion. And again, hopefully you put in a small amount. And I don't want to tear anyone's like I don't know, break down anyone's dreams or whatever walls they had here. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that people are comfortable with investing, they like investing, but I want people to understand what I think about when I go into a position, and also factor in what other people think about when they go into a position, because I'm not always right. I'm wrong a lot of the time, but when I'm wrong, I try and manage my risks so that I'm not wrong as bad as some of these other people are wrong. So like the largest losses that I've seen, I could have put, $35,000 or $30,000 into options trading and all that stuff and lost all the money, but that's not the case. I end up growing the money, and hopefully I can continue to grow that money by playing risky investments as something where I'm only putting in $100 or $200, and then have less risky investments to where I'm gaining, maybe $1,000 or $2,000, like something like Shiba Inu. I put in $270. It grew to about $800, $900. I did burn off about a million Shiba, and now I'm sitting on. It did decrease, so now I'm sitting on about $600. But still, I'm up on that. You know what I mean? So that's a risky investment. I only risk $200, and that can go to zero for all I care. But I don't want it to go to zero. I'm waiting this out for 3 to probably 10 years. And if it happens in a year, it happens in a year, but I can wait it out. If it gets to a certain level, know that I always find a way to take some sort of profit out of it. So let's say my account or my one position gets to $300,000. And I know that's a stretch because some people see $100,000 and they're like, wow, this grew that much. Let's say it gets to $300,000. I will take out $100,000 and put it into other positions, just because I still have $200,000 that's left in there, and I'm not going to, just risk all of that, all of those gains there. I can risk a large portion of it and take out a good portion of it that I'm comfortable with having, and then spread it across other investments. And now that one investment that I had can, make me so much more in other areas. So, anyways, I know these are long-winded answers. I always give long-winded answers, but I'm sorry. I'm going to close it up because I was supposed to close it up at 20 minutes, and we're going to close it to members only. So if you're not a member, it's $1 to become a member, and we just, chat it up, and hopefully I can answer all your questions. I trade only 5 stocks and crypto coins. Is working fantastic for me. That's amazing. Smoking a popper? I don't know what that means. No, I'm saying I don't want Russian. What is going on here? Like Russian cream? What is this? Why you're Dr. Profit Hands? Basically, yes, Dr. Profit Hands. Who gave me the doctor before it? I have my master's degree, not my doctorate. Um, but yeah, I'm all about profit. Take your profit when you feel comfortable. You need to have some sort of goal in mind. And I have a goal in mind with every position that I have. While other people are like, oh, I want this to rise to crazy heights. Well, I have my levels that I want to pull certain shares out or certain coins out or whatever. And that's just my profit targets, right? And I also have my risk targets, my risk management. And if it hits certain levels, I pull out of those positions, right? Now with Coinbase and Coinbase Pro, it's much more difficult because they don't give you that type of information. So you have to do that calculation on your own. Also, it's 24/7. So anything could happen throughout the night while you're sleeping. And that does suck. But as long as you pick things that are not like super risky, that are not going to completely tank on you overnight, then you're fine. Now, if you buy into an investment that's at its peak point, like if you said, you know what, I understand there's people that want to buy into Bitcoin, and I love Bitcoin no matter what price it is. But if people said, oh, you know what, Bitcoin's at its all-time high, I'm going to buy into it, I'm going to go all in. Like, why? Why are you going to go all in on Bitcoin at 67K? There's a potential chance to where that can come back down to 30K. And you know what? People did that. And you know what happened? They sold their Bitcoin at a loss, at maybe a $20,000 loss per coin, down to 40K, and seeing that go down to 30K and 28K. And that's where it starts to get hard to take in because it's just like I'm losing so much money. You know what I mean? I like to invest in at the lows. If I see the lows, I wait for them. There's some times to where I don't do that. Like with Bounce Coin. Bounce Coin, I invested in 10 at $50, right? It's down to $39. It got all the way down to like 30, I believe. But I put more in at like 30. I can't remember what it was. It might have been like 37 or so. So my overall cost basis, I think, is somewhere in between that 50 and like 37 or 36. I can't remember what the other investment was at what price. But I have 20. Now that's not the total that I want to have. I want to have maybe 100. And when I do have 100, there's going to be 80 that are at a certain low price that I feel comfortable with. And now it's going to grow from there. And I'm going to have a cost basis that's way closer to where that low point is than the high point, because this is a long-term play. Bounce token is a long-term play for me because of the circulating supply that it does have. So, and that's a lot of times what I look at is the popularity circulating supply if it's on Coinbase. And, I just love crypto now. I used to not really like crypto just because of how volatile it is. You're an awesome teacher. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that a lot. That means the world to me. Mania. Mania grew quite a bit. And, if it's up 200+%, I'm not saying that it's over and that you're getting in too late. But you may be looking at a point to where it's at a consolidation point before it starts to pull back a little bit. So I'll have to look into it a little bit further because I haven't really looked into it that further. Right now it's down. Right now it's down about 10%. in the last day. You do see volume that's down 54%. That's not a great sign. And you can see the circulating supply is not that high. Popularity 26. You're seeing the typical hold time. People are not holding it. They're taking whatever profits they can take. If you look over the last month, it went from 78 cents all the way up to a level of $4.33. This is where you probably should have taken your profit. And if you hold on to the position right now, I'd probably say you probably should do the same. Not take everything if you don't want to, because it does have potential. I would say take portions because you want to leave some in there in order to let it run up. But then when you do see that pull down, this is the standard look. And we were just looking at this on the video, my reaction video that I'm going to upload at 12. So make sure you guys subscribe to Matt Reacts, and you'll be able to see that. But it's typical because you're going to see this rise, right? You see it hit this point to where you're like, you're jacked to the tits, right? And I just laugh at that saying every time. But then it decreases down and you see a little bit of a rally and you're like, oh, well, you know what? That was just a decent pullback, a decent retracement, but it's more than that. This is the consolidation to where you do see maybe a little bit of a spike, probably up to this point. It might break this point, but it's not a given that it will break that point. And you could possibly just see a downward spiral from here, and it slowly tanks as people see this as a buy-in point. Oh, $2.68, that's a buy-in point. Not necessarily, because it can get up to $3.36, but it can pull back again, and that's exactly what it did. So just be careful with positions like these. Anytime I see these run-ups, I'm usually not in on it. I'm usually just going to like sit on the side, watch what's happening, and see if there is a pullback, which most likely there is. 54% down in volume is horrible. That's not good. And I don't want to talk about it like it's the worst play ever, because it's not. It's just when you see things that increase so much, you need to look at the situation and say, is this at an all-time high? Is this close to an all-time high? Does it look like it's going to hold in these areas? Has it ever held in these areas? Where it is now, has it held in those areas? And it doesn't look like any instance to where you have seen it hold in that area. So just be wary, just be very careful of what you're getting into. Haven't watched you live in a few months. Family doing well? Yeah, they're doing pretty well. I can't complain. The kids are growing up very fast. And yeah, it's great. We're buying all new appliances and stuff, which is cool. But it gets old pretty fast. You're like, oh, I got a new fridge and all that stuff. It's like, okay. 2 days later, I don't care about this fridge. What are your thoughts on what is that? I'll look at it. I don't know what it is though. Trade up. So let's look at I can't look at any of that. Let's go to coin market cap just to understand that, because it's not giving me any of the circulating supply or anything like that. Circulating supply right now is at 44 trillion. That's high, but it's not like ridiculously high to where you can't see that grow. I want to look at the amount of markets that it's on. So it's on gate.io, which is definitely a good point to look at. The volume is up 54% in the last 24 hours. You do see it on a bunch of different platforms here. Obviously, you want to see the main platforms, but currently I'm looking at this gate.io as a platform there. So now once I see that, now I know I can buy it at one of its earliest stage. So right now it's sitting at about 4.2 billion, $4.2 billion market cap. That's pretty high for this position. And that's pretty high. Now, I don't know why it's sitting at that high. I mean, the price seems very, very low. So why would it sit at a $4.2 billion market cap? Oh, I'm sorry. This is 44 quadrillion. I'm sorry. That doesn't look good to me. 44 quadrillion coins? Yeah, that's a no. That's a no-go. Yeah. That's definitely somewhere in that average market cap, and it's sitting at the average for like the top 100. So not something that I'm really a fan of. I read that wrong as 44 trillion, but that's 44 quadrillion tokens. So absolutely not. This height, that it's getting to in the last month or so. That's great to be able to see and grow that much. I don't know how much it grew over the last, I guess, month. If I can bring that up somewhere, I don't know how to do that on CoinMarketCap, but it grew a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I'm saying I'm not a fan. What in the world is going on with SHIB? SHIB is just decreasing. It's having its ebbs and flows to the market. You're also seeing people that are probably taking a little bit of profit, waiting for it to probably pull back a little bit because the market cap is at a little bit of a higher point. But people are kind of just waiting to see what's going on with this market or this circulating supply because it hasn't been fixed yet. You do see the volume that's increasing, so it's not a problem with volume. It's just certain people that are holding, maybe some bigger holders are probably, making some moves out of the position. Even though volume is up, that doesn't mean that you're not seeing sell volume that's going through. It's currently down 11%, and it's not something that I'm giving up on because I know it's going to be a long road of ups and downs, and I'm not looking for a very quick gain out of it. I would love to see a quick gain, but I'm looking for more of a long-term hold, and I'm going to hold it for a crazy amount of time. I just watched a video with I don't know if anybody subscribed to a Millennial Money with Graham, Kevin, Andre, and Jeremy. And I believe they were talking about SHIB and how Graham bought into it. And he did like the same thing with Doge, and he wants to hold this for a long period of time. And I could do nothing but clap my hands because he's one of those long-term investors, but he sees this obviously as one of those positions that if you're up a crazy amount, you take some of that profit. But to see the long-term potential of something like this is definitely good. Big Smoke, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Let's look at PSFE, PaySafe stock. Yeah, I haven't looked at the stock market in a little bit. AMC is up about 5%. We'll get into that in a little bit because I know we need to look at the stock market. But we can see here, if we're looking at more of a 10,000 foot view, we can see from $13.35 all the way down to a low of $6.90. Currently seeing a little bit of a step up. What I want to look at is probably something more of like a year look to see what it has been. This is definitely tough. You have seen a rise in a level to where it got to $19 or so, and it looks like it's straight downhill from here. Where is this low? Is the low point at $6.90? It's quite possible. It is clearly to a point to where it should have been like oversold to the max, right? Looking at this this total look here. But if we probably look at larger candlesticks, maybe weak candlesticks, we can see that we're getting closer and closer to being oversold. We touched the line, and now we're starting to bounce a little bit. Now, does that mean that we're going to see a solid bounce there? No, we saw an area to where down here at this RSI, we have bounced and increased and then bounced back to where, or fell back down to where we got back to that line around 30 on the RSI. We want to see this well oversold, probably to that point. Let me look at the month look. The month look doesn't give me any RSI. So ultimately, when I look at something like this, I want to find that bottom. And it looks like we are very close to that bottom because you're seeing a confirmation in a rise with these two large green candlesticks, especially looking at weak candlesticks to see it's been up for the week. With two large green candlesticks, the only thing I'm seeing is a lot of sell pressure. The issue is the long candle wick right here, the long wick right there, and the long wick right here. Seeing that there's a lot of sell pressure, so getting up to those highs, whatever those highs were, and then decreasing down is showing a lot of sell pressure. But currently in a more of a level of consolidation, after seeing that, it's kind of confirming that we are seeing maybe a little bit of a reversal, which means that we could be seeing this on the way up, or seeing that bounce on the way up for the long term. Now, we're probably looking at something to where we're looking a year out, and it's going to be a year gain if you're going to look for a total gain all the way back up to $20. But I would say if you want something and you want to buy maybe some options plays for the long term, if you can, then set it for maybe a year out and accept it when you do see something that you're comfortable with, because you'll have like 100 shares that you can end up making your move on. Hey, I watch you on YouTube. Well, thank you for watching on YouTube. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for the follow. I don't know, Andy. Andy, thank you for the follow. Put my arm up because I can't see the name or anything there because I'm wearing white, so very difficult to see things. Let's see. Can I have the fridge then? No, you cannot. That's funny. Fire King, I don't know why it took me so long to join. Well, thank you for joining, Big Smoke. I appreciate it. Matt, could you look at Ryflex? It's tradable on Coinbase. It's at $2.22. Circulating supply of 26 million. That sounds really good. Let's look at it. Take a solid look. Tradable on Coinbase. For some reason it sounds familiar. Oh, is this brand new? Is this it? No, that's not it. This is it. So currently you said circulating supply 26 million, currently at $3. It is tradable on Coinbase. You do see the volume that is down quite a bit. I love this price. The only thing is it looks like it holds at that level. It doesn't really have any type of increase. Is it pinned to something? It's currently at $3.03. Is it pinned to some sort of a price? Because you don't really see this rise that much. And that's crazy with something that does have a typical hold time of circulating supply of 26 million. That doesn't make sense. It has to be pinned to something. It's RAI, decentralized non-peg stable coin that okay. So it is a stable coin. All right, so this is going to be something that I don't see any type of true value in. I mean, I look at it as like kind of like the alternative to holding the dollar, I guess. I don't see any like crazy value in it. You know what I mean? Because it looks like it holds somewhere around that $3 mark. You can gain something quick by gaining like a cent or two, but that definitely wasn't enticing when I saw $3. But looking at how it moved for the week and seeing how flat it is, it's just not a mover based on price. So love circulating supply, love the thought behind it, but it's not something that I would make a move in just because it's stable, right? Let me go back to trade to see if anything is new. Added 16 hours ago. I'm gonna have to do reviews on these on Patreon. So if you guys want to join my Patreon, I'm gonna be doing reviews on all of these coins here to break these down to see if I do like them, because I want to do that with any new coin that comes on Coinbase, because anytime you have those within the hours that it's added, usually you'll see a massive amount of growth. So these are ones that I'm going to look at probably in the next couple of minutes and actually do a review on in the time between when I finish the stream and the market opens. So I'm going to do a review on all of these and look at all of these that are new on Coinbase separately and see what I think about it and see if I'm going to make a buy into it. So if you guys want to check that out, go over to Patreon. I'll have those over there, and you'll probably see them in future videos if I do really want to talk about it. We have about 3 minutes, so I'm going to quickly go through everything I can go through here. Morning, Matt. Did you see Aaron Rodgers and the Cash App gave away a Bitcoin and Cash users, crypto becoming more mainstream every day? Yeah, I know. Absolutely. I still don't understand the point in getting crypto to use it to buy things. I still don't understand that point at all, because you're using and now I understand if it's a stable asset, like if you take Bitcoin and you may sell some of it to be like a stable coin or whatever. I feel like you're just giving up an appreciating asset for a depreciating asset. It just doesn't make sense to me. No matter what, I can't ever get to the point where like, hey, you know what? We're waiting until we can use this coin. If this coin gains value, then why would you ever give it up? If it's ever to a point where it's like, all right, this is going to gain value. Now, is it going to get to a point where it stands still and it becomes stable? Then yes. But if it's still gaining value, why the hell would I give it up? Right? That's my overall thought. Dude, you bought some Dell. I don't know what that means. Dell Technologies has dropped 50% recently. I couldn't resist a buy. What's your opinion on the company's future on Dell? Um, the company as a whole, if you're looking long term, a lot of times I don't like to look into that. I have to be brutally honest. I really don't because I'm there's a couple of companies that I do believe in that I will go into like long term, and it's just because like I may have personal connections with those companies. Not saying that I'm like an insider in any way. I'm just saying like I may have like the car, a certain type of car. I may have a certain type of brand that I love, like Samsung or whatever. Like I will be like all in on those companies long term because I truly believe in those companies. And that's why they say you should invest long term what you do believe in. And short term, obviously, it's really about the gains. So I can't really give you an opinion. I would say I know a lot of businesses are moving from Dell to or to other forms of computers. I don't know what kind, but I've had Dell in every um, organization or every business that I've been a part of, and I currently have one right next to me, and I have a Dell monitor, and it's not like Adele, like the singer. It's a Dell monitor, and I also I have a Samsung TV, so obviously this Samsung TV is replacing one of my Dell monitors, and another one I'm probably gonna have another Samsung monitor that replaces this Dell monitor. So I feel like it's just being replaced. Tether with a $71 market cap. Uh, our crypto crash hard. I don't know about that. All right, so it's 9 o'clock. I would give my opinion on anything else that's left. Uh, Coinbase tweets whenever they add new coins. Yes. I don't check Twitter a lot. I do follow them. I don't check Twitter. But I do see any ones that come up on here, and then I usually do like some sort of a review. So I'm going to do a review now. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, go over to my Patreon, sign up for Discord, and it does help out the channel. It helps out me get closer to a point to where I can do this completely full time. And it will be great if I can, because then I can stream for maybe 2 hours and upload a lot more videos to different platforms and be here to connect with everybody. So I appreciate you guys on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube. We have 253 people here, guys. Try and get me to 200 likes before I finish this intro. I would really appreciate it. So hit the like button if you can. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I only played one ad in this video, and I'm going to play one before I end it. But yeah, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out some of my other channels on YouTube, the Matt Reacts channel, the Matt Perry Golf. That's a good channel. Definitely check that out. Also, MP Shorts channel. I have a bunch of different stuff on YouTube, ranging from 1,000 subscribers all the way up to 127,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for being a part of all of this. I really appreciate you. I thought I would get to 200 likes by then, but I got to 174. So that's good enough. Thank you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.